There's common sense, and then there's uncommon sense. Let's join Ray and Joe for the Uncommon Sense podcast.
And we're back. We're still on the air. They didn't cancel us.
It's amazing. I mean, we're how many shows in now?
A lot. Like in the 40s.
Yeah.
Which isn't even a year. Because 52 would be a year. But hey, welcome to the...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm not going to do it. You do it.
No, you can welcome people. I was going to jump in.
We have a guest.
I was going to jump
Go ahead.
in case people who, the 6 people who normally watch this podcast.
We're up to 9.
Are like,
there were 9 downloads by 8 a.m. Friday. Yeah.
Right. Congratulations to us.
I think my mom used it on her iPad and on her.
And she was confused. And she kept doing it.
God.
But I was going to say, the people, those 9 people who watch all the time are probably thinking, why the hell are they sitting together? That's never happened before.
Well,
we have a big announcement we want to tell people about.
Yes. Joe realized that he's coming to the other
I
side.
tried marriage for 3 months now. We got married at the end of May, and now it's August.
Yes, we did not get married at the end of May.
No, we did not. No,
he got married to a woman.
Right. But
with a vagina.
After a few months, now we decided we needed to be closer together.
Yes, exactly.
No, that would not be the true story.
No, we have our first guest. I cannot believe it. He showed up. Like, it's not the first guest to say yes.
Right. We've had a few guests say yes, but they never show up.
He's the first one that showed up.
We probably have at least 3 or 4 other people who said, yeah, I'd love to do that. Yeah. And then when push comes to shove,
you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
which is a good phrase we've never talked about. Push comes to shove.
That we'll use that.
We'll use that. We'll save that for another show.
We'll just use it now. This is Charles Tremanti. He is the owner of Dynamic Duo, which is Batman.
Little Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I'll tell you a joke off because it's not proper for our show.
Right,
but yeah. Right. But anyway, he's from the Scranton Wilkes-Barre. He traveled an hour and a half to get here today.
So he's committed.
He is committed.
Because there are people who are much closer who've committed and never showed up.
So Charles, why are you here? What does Dynamic Duo do?
Well, Dynamic Duo, we're a top entertainment company in Northeast PA, covering all areas, Northeast PA, Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York. We do everything. We offer 10 full wedding packages.
Nice.
We do everything from your regular DJ dance lighting right up to your indoor pyro, your indoor dancing on a cloud, and
I was
everything in between.
I was an indoor pyro when I was a teenager. No, actually before then. Do you remember those cars, those RC cars?
Yeah.
The electric things. Now listen to this. Now you might think that this is just how my mind works, but I had to be, 10, 11, 12, something like that. So you ever take the tops off and you see they have little gears and they run on brushes on the track?
Right, on the track.
So so I used to do models and I had a Huey helicopter. So I took the rear tail propeller off the thing and I glued it to the center gear on the car. Yeah. So I thought if it started going, if it would fly, but it didn't. because it didn't even lift it off the track. Oh. But talk about pyro. So then I lit the track on fire in my basement with lighter fluid, and I had to drive through it. And so anyway, sorry, Mom. She don't listen to this anyway.
Well, not to take away from Chuck here, but and we talked about this a couple of shows ago.
What?
When I did some DJing, high school, actually even after in weddings. But when I was in high school, and we talked, I don't know why we talked about this show.
I was a DJ way back.
We like to have flash pots, and this was now we're talking like 1990, way back.
Definitely 90s. Yeah,
my dad used to refill shotguns, so he had things of gunpowder. So we thought it'd be cool with, we bought the actual flash powder from, a store, whatever. But we thought, we'll kick it up a notch. We'll add in some gunpowder.
Right, exactly.
Which boom! Yeah. Boom. We'll give it a little bit of extra juice.
And that's the difference, I tell you.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
And it worked for a while until I think one of the gigs we did somewhere, it was an outdoor one, thankfully. I think we poured too much in. And it made a bit of it. There were people probably 1,000 yards back who got pieces of it because we used terracotta little pots. It was a little bit of shrapnel. We weren't buying professional stuff. We bought professional flash powder. But again, we juiced it up with gunpowder. 1,000 feet back, people were getting hit with shrapnel from the terracotta pot.
Felt like you and I
But anyway, I'm sure Dynamic Duo does not do that.
No, they have all professional stuff. They did a Christmas party. It was awesome. But listen, our show topic is why do things say what they say?
Right.
What does DJ stand for?
Disc jockey.
Disc jockey.
Yeah.
When was it originated?
I would have to say,
put him on the
God,
spot.
it's got to be in the 1950s.
1950s. Okay. Now, here's a question: when did the first compact disc come out?
Oh boy, you're good on that.
90s?
I can remember in the 80s.
90s.
I can remember in the 80s. I was recording off of my little boom box, and I'd have to hit the play and the
But that was
pause
a
button at the same
cassette.
time. That was cassette.
Cassette.
So I'm trying to think. That was in the 80s.
was
So yeah, I would have to
90s.
say mid 90s.
In 90s.
In the 90s.
Early
Okay.
90s.
91,
probably.
92.
All right.
I think
And
so.
did you ever call a record a disc?
No.
Never. So then why is a disc jockey from the 50s?
Exactly.
I mean, it is a disc, but you didn't call it that.
Right.
Right, but why is it called a disc jockey if they
Right.
didn't come out to the 90s?
Exactly.
It wasn't. You're right. You didn't call an LP
No.
or a record a disc.
Right.
necessarily.
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah.
You're right.
And when I started in radio, we still used records, but then we went to I think it was
Yeah,
early
the-
'90s when
yeah,
we
the
switched
carts.
to- yeah, and carts. Yeah.
Went to carts and then dubs and carts and dubs, same
And
thing.
I think it was early '90s we switched to CDs.
Yeah, you're right.
It was all CDs,
You're right.
and it was new technology.
Yeah, because the
Laser-
podcast or the carts got replaced
Right.
with CDs.
CDs.
So you walk into a
was a
radio
disc.
studio.
And how many?
Yeah.
You don't even use records anymore. Everything's on your laptop.
No,
Yeah.
but I tell you what, records are coming back. You know, I had a friend of mine
So
who
are
collects
bell-bottoms.
and sells, and he held on to them. He's got crates.
Yeah.
It's called in the digital world today. We use a company called Crate Hackers. That's what they mean. So it used to come in crates with all your freaking
Milk crates.
all
Yep.
your stuff and all your records, your LPs, and then there's a company called Crate Hackers now. So if you want to, they can you put any genre in there. Or I want all R&B for tonight. They'll put you a whole playlist together.
That's so. All right, that you just brought up a good genre.
Yeah.
Who the frick ever made genre?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like a vagina. like I mean, is it?
That's the best of a genre.
Right, exactly right. So that's we're getting totally off base.
We're way
again.
off.
way off base.
Which is all right. But do you remember? This is funny, and you probably don't listen to our podcast. I'm getting a call.
He's not one of the
But
9.
no, but you might. We're gonna move to up to 10
We're
at
gonna
least.
get 10.
If your wife listens, we're at 11.
If nothing else, he's gonna listen
I'll
to the
get
one
the whole
he's on.
family, so you're at 14.
It's a win.
So
It's a win. We're
Yeah.
good.
Well, and truth be told, we don't care anything about the DJ business. We just
No,
want
we
to.
just want follows.
We just want
want
to
your
follows.
list.
No, I'm just kidding, Chuck. I'm kidding.
When you were talking the vagina,
Yeah.
that's what the DJ gets after he's off his shift.
yes, I do remember that.
Well, because let's face it, the DJ pay is so lousy, even
was.
today.
Yes.
If you're like in a
Exactly.
radio station, the genre is
Vagina.
the only perk you really
Exactly.
get.
That's it. That might be the only perk you need, though.
That's
Yeah, you ask 9 out of 10 DJs
Yeah.
who've been doing it since maybe the 70s,
Right.
And they're going to say, "Yeah, that's the only perk I ever got."
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I'm on the road. I'm traveling, but I got vagina.
I got vagina.
But you know what I wanted to ask about, and you might have some other info, but because I did weddings and that for a long time, I mean, I started out on the
Yeah.
air. Obviously, I do sales now, that type of stuff. But some of the best stories I have are at doing weddings and a fight breaks out.
Oh, yeah.
like a reception ending fight. Have you had many of those?
Yeah, I've seen. I've had one of those. And
Just one?
Obviously,
I think I had 2 or 3.
I mean, we do roughly 100 weddings a year.
Yeah, you do a lot,
And,
yeah.
and like for us, like the biggest thing is that our whole basis around our company is that, I've been doing it for 30 years. And I had a competitor now, but he always bugged me. He's like, Chuck, come on, do weddings with me. Come on, do weddings with me. And I stayed back because I was always such in fear of doing the first dance and something happens with a CD or it skips or I look like crap. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I went all digital.
Yeah.
Then I decided, okay, I used to pass them all my weddings. And then we kept seeing like the reviews after reviews. We want Chuck, we want Mary, we want Chuck. My wife actually went for him onto the photo booth then. So this guy's getting all these 5-star reviews and I've done it for 30 years. I'm like, you know what? That's it. I bought a photo booth one day. He flipped the lid and I'm like, the heck with it. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to go on my own. I'll continue on my own, but now I'm going to take on weddings. And the best part is, and you guys will love this, Ray, you'll love this too, and you'll love this, Joe, is that his house sits on a set of railroad tracks next to his house. Right in his driveway is a billboard, right? I bought the billboard. I bought the billboard.
That's awesome.
That's great. I bought the billboard. And with that billboard, and with that being said, is he brings, I know because I used to go there, he brings all his brides and grooms to his house.
Oh my goodness.
To do the paperwork. So I put in his driveway, he had to look at it every day. Ask Mike if he's coming to your wedding.
Oh, man.
Because Mike now, this Mike guy, he's
that's awesome.
He's in his 60s and they just send anybody on. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
Suffice to say, you're not getting a Christmas present from
No,
Mike
not
any
at all.
longer.
I'm not, I used to go to his parties like 3 or 4
you're
times
not
a year.
invited. Here.
But you know what? Better, I go to Ray's parties. I go to Blaze Alexander parties.
Blaze Alexander's and nothing happens there out of the ordinary. They're just really nice, normal parties. Quiet.
For the time I did it, I had a couple weddings where, and I still tell these stories, like, you're going along, and you could tell, like, when you're back at the Digiboat, you can sort of see the friction between the families, like the in-laws don't get along. You're back there and you see it.
Right, absolutely.
And there were at least 2. There might have even been 3. In fact, one I remember. I mean, we recorded this in Northumberland, right across the river in Sunbury, the old Hotel Edison. It was a reception-ending brawl. I mean, I'm talking, and you could see it about to happen.
Right.
And within seconds, there were a pile of probably 10 bodies.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
And it's probably
in the
not
middle
even
of
on
the dance floor.
That's freaking great.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should stop the music.
And I got one good quick story for you. So you think about brawls, but then there's another end of it. So we have photo booths. We have digital photo booths.
Yeah.
We can roam inside, outside, all over the place.
Right. Yeah, you guys have great technology.
I did a good friend of mine's wedding, right? In the backyard. It was during COVID. We had out back, had a tent and everything. Her new mother, the groom was her son. So the bride, her daughter-in-law's mother was there, right? And we have the photo booths. Well, halfway through the night after she'd been drinking, pulls up her shirt in the photo booth, no bra on, shows her, you know what?
Do you have the pictures?
Well, here's the worst part. She looked like Ozzy Osbourne. So I'm like, needless to say, that turned into an argument, and they got rid of her.
Did you
She's
tell her?
out.
Did you tell her?
Oh my God! No, she knew. She saw her do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
But here's us. We have all a copy of all the photos.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was like Ozzy Osbourne pulling his shirt up.
That's nice.
You got to be kidding me.
Nothing wrong with Ozzy Osbourne. Jeez.
No. But on the female end of Ozzy Osbourne,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Not
that's
the most.
definitely for John Ray. You don't want
Yeah,
that.
John-
No. Yeah, not the most attractive look you think about. But yeah, it's funny, and I remember doing weddings, and different traditions that people had. Like, I remember the first one I did, I was out in the country somewhere, and like in the middle of the reception, they had me stop the music, and the bride sat there and opened every gift.
Oh,
in front of
crazy.
people.
That is
Like, I'm
crazy.
thinking,
why?
I feel bad for the poor person who was cheap and gave them. And the funny thing was, they even read like the check amounts.
Wow.
Like, hey, Bob, Uncle Bob gave us $50.
Oh my God. That I've never come across that.
Yeah, and again, we're talking. I think I stopped doing weddings probably
Sounds like that
by
was
the year
Benton.
2000.
It's
So
probably in
we're talking
Benton.
like in the 90s, probably. But still, Uncle Bob, $50. Thanks, Uncle Bob. I'm like,
That's
man,
crazy.
I feel bad for the guy, the people who are cheap and or
Give you
Uncle
25
Joe
bucks.
gave us 100. Now Uncle Bob feels like shit.
Right.
Sorry for the language.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't use vulgarity here.
Sorry
This
about
is,
that. I'm sorry.
The views of our guests have no reflection on the owners of Stone State Entertainment or the 2 gentlemen that represent Uncommon Sense
Or
Podcast.
Blaze Alexander or iHeartMedia.
exactly.
Right. Now, that's the beauty about podcasts. We can get away with anything.
Do whatever you want, right?
And when I upload them to YouTube, it asks you, "Is this suitable for children?" And I always pick no.
Always say no, right?
Yeah, I always say no. So
I'll
we're
never
good.
forget
We're good.
The one time, and I might have mentioned this a while ago, I used to do a live spot with, what is WHLM, I guess, was the country station with Todd Stewart way back.
Back when, yeah.
And it was a Labor Day weekend, a Memorial Day weekend. He goes, why don't you come in at 5? We'll do the morning show live. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm sitting down there, and I constantly do spots with him, so I know what you can't say.
Exactly.
So we're sitting there talking, and this has got to be, 2003 or something like that. And we're having a conversation back. No, it was like 97. I'm sorry. We're having this conversation back and forth. And he said something about Yeah, with all the terrorism stuff, it's really scary. I'm like, yeah, the terrorists are going to make a plan to do something with the Columbia Mall. They'll get all 4 shoppers, And he went right into professional mode. The views of our guests have nothing to do, and I'm just like sitting there.
That's great.
What'd I say?
You're just being Ray.
Yeah, I was just being me. Let me ask you a question, because this came up on our show.
Okay.
And you won't believe what I ran into in Jersey. Like it's.
I can't wait to hear.
No, would you ever use a dude wipe?
No, but I got to tell you, my one son has no shame. He's like, I got dude wipes. All right, good. I'm driving up the turnpike
What
one day.
flavor?
He's like, I got to take. Oh, yeah, exactly right.
Lavender.
Oh
Lavender.
my God.
So this,
I don't know.
dude. I am gonna, and I don't know if the studio could zoom in.
And Chuck,
but-
we've talked about Dude Weiss a few
Right,
times on the
exactly.
show, on the podcast.
But when I saw this, it stopped me dead in my tracks, and then I'm like, Jesus! And I had to go take a
Flavor.
picture.
You don't want mint because your rear end.
no, but that's what it is.
Oh, you
Listen,
gotta be
listen.
kidding me.
menthol
Yes,
flavor.
it is.
Who the hell
Guess
wants
what the name of it is? Guess what the name of it is? The name of it is Menthol.
That's great.
It's not great. It is not great.
No, I can't imagine it would feel good.
Honest to
It
God.
feels like you ate a York peppermint patty. But
Yeah,
when I
on your rear end. I hope you don't have a cut.
No, so when I was doing a house in Jersey, when I was doing a house in Bloomsburg, and I would redo the kitchen and bathroom before we moved in. I was there, and I would work till 8 at night, and then I'd go there and I'd work from like 8:15 to like midnight, 2 in the morning. I had to take a dump. I took a dump. I didn't have any toilet paper, but the only thing we had was tissues on the back of the toilet.
Right.
So I grabbed a couple, wiped my butt. Well, they were Vicks, treated with Vicks. So I'm sitting there, and it felt like I ate a York peppermint patty. This cool breeze came shooting up my butt. But look, Menthol.
Menthol.
That's funny.
Menthol.
That's funny.
Can
Who
you
in their right mind? If you got a hemorrhoid, you're going to be a menthol.
right for $16? For $16,
Menthol.
I would buy a bidet.
And
my
Ray
God.
got such a shot of adrenaline after that. He worked till 4 a.m.
it
that
did.
day.
It was-
He didn't go
it was
home. He
kind
never
of-
went home.
It was almost as satisfying as you go into a public bathroom and you sit on a warm toilet seat. You got mixed emotions there. It's like, it's not cold, but someone's hairy
Why is
ass
it
was
warm?
just there. Right. So I mean, it's and then if you do it in the gym, it's always a little damp. It gets sweaty. It just
Yeah, your mind
It's
starts
going
to
right
Crazy.
over, like,
I'm
yeah.
always thinking about, am I inhaling what he ate last week? I don't know. Like I'm breathing it in. It's on my tongue now. It's on my tongue.
But you know why farts smell, right? So deaf people could enjoy them too. Like
there you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
Boom. Yeah, there's a bad dad joke. Gosh.
That was good. That was bad, but that's good though.
But yeah, there were some of the memories I have from doing them. But again,
Yeah,
I would imagine you probably have tons of stories because you do
The
so
stuff
many.
you see, exactly. The stuff you see is crazy, and like you said, you can see the tension building.
Well,
you know?
right, because you're back there, and you do it long enough.
Right.
Obviously, you do a ton of them, but even I was doing it long enough that everything you're doing is kind of second nature.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
you observe like what's happening, and like
stand
this
them.
one's gonna, and you're like, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for it to happen.
Waiting, yeah.
And that one was funny. Like I said, within seconds, there were literally it was like a movie.
Oh, yeah.
like 10 bodies.
Yep.
Piled on each other in the middle of that.
awesome.
Yeah, it happens.
Reception ending, we were done.
Yep.
Because you can't come back after that.
No.
Nobody's
exactly not.
gonna let's put on a slow song. Yeah. I'm gonna put on Lady in Red and they're gonna dance.
All right, everyone get in a circle. Let's do the hokey pokey.
I get knocked down.
Hey, everybody, here's Wonderful Tonight.
Right, exactly. Right.
Come on out, everybody.
See, I would have to play like Rocky. Like I'd have to keep it going.
keep going.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't. It didn't happen enough that you were really prepared.
Yeah, I've been playing. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Bring in the boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Say, hey,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
you and I, if we were,
Yeah.
we'd just be like, oh, what?
Yeah.
the
It was.
Oh, yeah.
WTF?
So I
Yeah.
DJ'd one club in Manhattan, and it was called the Doo-Wop Club. It was on 12th and 51st or 54th Street, and this is back. And that song came out, Boom Boom. I think I might have said
Boom,
this.
boom,
Yeah,
boom.
little
Let's
Black
go
Eyed
back to my
Peas.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the guy basically said, you could play. It was like a 50s club. He's like, you could play whatever you want, And I like rock to Robin and all that stuff, rocking Robin all night
Yeah.
long. Well, at midnight, I told my friend Mark, because I just bought the record. I'm like, hey, I'm playing Boom Boom at midnight. He goes, don't. I'm like, we're almost done, you know, we got some good money. So I don't remember what song it was, but we were playing a 50s song, and then because you had a mixer then, and I was playing the record, and I slid the mixer over, and it went, why don't you come back for a little boom boom? And then I cut it. Well, when I played that, the place went freaking nuts. They knew the song was coming up. Yeah. So then I was like, I'm playing now, because I was just testing, you know. Yeah. So then I slid it over, played it. The owner came through us right out. He goes, I told you none of that crap. We didn't get paid. My friend Mark was mad. The guy was making us grab all our stuff out at 12:02. Like, yeah. I'm like, you're right, Mark. Shouldn't have played it.
Yeah.
But it's funny, you know, how things have evolved, and it just keeps getting better and better, you know. And it's funny because at a wedding, and Joe, you've done them, you know, like, and I explained to the bride and groom, I go through the decades, you know. Once I get to like your 90s and forward to today's music, I don't go backwards. You know, so I'm not going back to 1973 White Nights of White Satin. But what happens, and you've probably seen this a lot, Joe, is that I play, you know, I'll play some disco, I'll play some classic rock, I'll play, you know, your Shouts, your Sweet Carolines. Right. I don't play any of the old cliche stuff. I don't play like the Moni Moni, unless the bride and groom ask me, or the Baby Got Back, or the Love Shack, and all that stuff, or the Chicken Dance, unless they ask me. But here's the deal. It never fails. Once I start getting to more modern music, like the 90s and up, I'll play your little Rob Bass and Missy Elliott. All of a sudden, the old people, they're twitching. Yeah. They're twitching. They're like, and they start running up. Like, can you play a What a Night, 1963? I'm like, no. I know. I'm like, no, sorry.
The alcohol kicked in. Yeah. My blood's moving. My pacemaker's on fire.
Yeah. The bride and groom said there's no request. Right. And I said, I got to get all these bride and groom requests on. Yeah. So once I take it, you know, once I'm moving forward, I'm not moving back.
You're not moving back.
Unless our bride and groom asks us.
Yeah.
Well, right. They're the ones who are paying the bill.
Well, you can do a time warp. Let's do the time warp again. That song came out when I was in the 5th grade, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah. Rocky Horror, yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That is a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because that's even one I don't think I played a lot. Again, I mean, I haven't done weddings for
it's been a while.
So you know
20 years or more.
Really amateuric when you have the guy that owns the studio. You have no idea how much time we've been talking.
Right? Well, yeah. I was going to say, we don't have the time up here.
22.
We're 22, so we're
22.
We're kind of at the time.
We're over, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
A couple times I looked, I'm like, wait a second.
We're at 9 minutes still. 9 minutes.
The problem is our backs are towards him, so we can't see him going like,
I like this side better.
And Chuck's like, what the hell's he doing back there? He's like partying it up back there.
Exactly.
Whoop, whoop, yeah. Everybody say, yeah. All right. Well, Chuck, it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
And how do people get in touch with you? How do
well, they can give me a call. My cell phone directly is 570-237-6184. They can look us up. I utilize my Facebook page as a business page. I have a website, but man, you got to be a webmaster to do the website. Yeah. So it's Dynamic Duo, Old Forge / Photo Booths. We do everything. 10 full wedding services. You know, we have over 500 5-star reviews.
Wow.
So you could take a look at it.
How do you buy them? Because I need them for my store.
There you go.
Oh, no. Sorry.
I wish I could buy them at 10,000. Yeah, right. But no, you know what? You know, like the biggest thing with us, and I'll just end it with this, and thank you guys for having me, is that we don't send employee DJs, and that's why I was getting back to ask Mike if he's coming here.
The owner is your DJ,
right? Exactly. You know, there's owners, and I see so many and hear so many horror stories on a monthly basis that, like, geez, we should have. And it's funny. I use the old, and Joe, you'll know this from years past. It's like, oh, a friend of a friend's doing it for us, and I said, listen, you can't rely on a friend of a friend unless your friend is me. So that's where it goes.
Yeah,
you know,
that's awesome.
That's awesome. So
and I'll say,
awesome.
I mean, just check out the Facebook page because you post
Dynamic
a lot of
Duo
the events. I mean, you can see how people are engaged, and you can see the equipment you use. I mean, it's top notch, state of the art.
Exactly.
You know, which is important.
Yeah,
it is because you only get one shot. It's your wedding day. You only get one time.
And the best thing is,
or any event really. It doesn't have to be a wedding. It could be any event. You only get one.
Yeah, we
shot
do. Yeah, we do Sweet 16s.
Yeah.
You know what? We play their music on a Sweet 16 or a school or a semi or a prom. We play their music, edited obviously, because sometimes some of the songs sound like they have Tourette's because they curse so much in them. But that's the kids love it.
But that's what people want.
They're used to getting some 65 25-year-old guy there, and just wants to play. He's playing REO Speedwagon. They don't even know what the hell it is, So, but thank you, yeah, guys.
No.
It was great. I'm grateful for being here.
Well, listen. I don't know how far you live. I know it was an hour and a half, but I mean, if you want to come back next week, I mean, I don't think we have anyone planned. It's up to you. But
Well, we never have anything planned.
I'll schedule Northumberland every week then.
yeah, that sounds good. Well, hey, this is Ray, Joe, and Chuck from the
you, guys.
Uncommon Sense podcast. We're signing out.
Thank you. See you next
ya.
time.
Take care, guys.
The Uncommon Sense Podcast. It's like an outrageous cup of Joe.